Now I bet you think it's a glamorous life being a road tester, don't you? Well, it is up to a point, but you can't control the weather. Like today when we got snow all over the place. And look what I've got to road test. Ducati's S4 Monster. I'll tell you what, I wish it was a fire-breathing monster and then I could warm my hands a bit.
On the road though, it's a different matter. Ducati really started something when they created the Monster back in 1993. Since then, they've produced 100,000 of them from the starter 600 to the 900. Now they've done an update, and the S4 is it.
Now it might look like any old Monster, but that's where you'd be wrong, because this one is very much a stripped down ST4, just like the one that I road tested the other week. The engine is the 916 engine, of course, liquid cooled, overhead cam, you can see the cam covers here, as against the old 900, which was an air cooled lump. The only thing with this engine, it hasn't been designed to be in a naked bike. It was normally covered either on the 916 or ST4 by lots of plastic. Look at it, you've got bits and pieces all over it, bits of cables, pipes, God knows what else, coolant, reservoir, ignition system. You can see the whole lot on this. It looks a bit untidy, a little bit scrappy.
The frame looks familiar because that too is from the ST4. It's Ducati's tried and tested steel tube trellis design with some added carbon covers. The riding position itself is so different that they feel very different bikes. You'll tip slightly forward and feel very much in the bike, not on it. The engine is also tried and tested. It's the 916 Desmo Quattro liquid cooled motor producing around 107 brake at 9,500 revs. That trademark Ducati sound is there to play with, snicking through the 6-speed box and rolling it off to use that V-twin engine braking to the full. Suspension-wise, it's got a new Sachs rear shock with a longer swinging arm. Up front, it's got upside-down front forks, running 5-spoke Marcassini wheels lifted straight from the 996. By its nature, although it'll top 140, it's not a high-speed blaster. You really do have to hang on at anything over 90 miles an hour. It'll pull well from around 2,000 revs right through to 9 grand, but playing tunes with the engine is what this is all about. Brakes are courtesy of Brembo, with a pair of 320mm discs and 4-pot calipers up front. The front brake lever is adjustable for span, and both brakes give you just the right amount of feel. The whole bike feels very compact and at 192 kilos, very trim and purposeful. But it's through the bends that you have your fun. It puts you totally in control and you're able to chuck it into bends at will. Not on an icy road, of course, that's just asking for trouble. Stripped of plastic civilization, the Monster really puts you in touch with biking basics. No doubt about it, this is an attitude bike, a bike to have fun on, and no frills performance machine. Price-wise, at $7,700, it's very competitively priced against the Phaser Thou, Cagiva's Raptor and Triumph Speed Triple.
So does this Monster make it, or does it belong in the Ice Age? Well, I have to admit, I like Ducatis anyway, and this one certainly keeps it up with the rest of the pack.